I will use different kinds of supplies to give different textures, guys. And this is my favorite so far. This is a sponge, and I have these cake scrapers, and I'm going to give different textures with these by using, for example, in this direction, I have a mason jar lid, 2 types of palette knives, and then I have a piece of old white t-shirt. I'm going to cut this t-shirt a little bit because I don't want to use the whole thing, and I'm going to shape it this way and see how my design will look in the end. This looks good. I need some water. I'm just gonna put some water here, and then I'm going to add glue. You can find my supply list in the description section, guys. I'm mixing it. Once it's thoroughly mixed, then I'm going to just wet my cloth, my piece of cloth here. Of course, I need some gloves because I don't want to get glue everywhere on my hand. That would be like a Jim Carrey movie in the end, not a YouTube video. And I will just shape it on my canvas however I want it. Some people can do this like drapes, just like curtains, for example. You can use the whole or half of the canvas, but I'm just going to have a pattern just like this. And I'm trying to make sure that at the end of this circle, it's touching the canvas 100% so that it sticks very well. Now, I want to show you how to make a homemade modeling paste. What you need is baby powder, or you can use baking soda. I'm going to use baby powder, but I will tell you this. It smells. I mean, it smells nice, but it smells a lot. I used half a cup of baby powder right here. Ugh, it got messy. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of glue. So I have a 1/4 cup here, and I filled it till halfway with my glue, and I'm adding 1/4 cup of acrylic paint. If you want, you can double the whole ratios and get more of this paste, but I think this will do it for today. I'm mixing it with a silver spoon, and this is the exact texture that I was looking for. Looks good. And I'm going to add a little bit of yellow paint. I thought it would be more visible to you guys, but I think I should have chosen maybe red or blue instead because it's still not perfect. Okay, with a spatula or a palette knife, you can apply this paste. I'm just trying to do up and down motions here, but you can really do whatever you want to. And I'm putting on a paper here so that it has a nice even border right in the middle. Nice. I'm putting it down there as well. Of course, we shouldn't forget the sides of the canvas as well. And I'm adding there as well. Now, what I can do to create some pattern, some texture, I'm thinking about a scraper, for example. Also, in order to create some abstract structure, you can use your tape. Let me show you how. Here, and I'm going to put some here as well. And I'm going to fill in the middle with my paste again. And now I have a rolled up aluminum foil. And what I'm going to do is basically creating some texture by applying this aluminum foil ball gently. Just pushing and pulling and creating these mini hills. And then without letting it dry, I'm removing all the tapes. Now let's create some structures with this scraper. Just touching from all different directions and leaving it. And you can see that it creates this beautiful shapes. I think I like them both. Like all the shapes that I had so far, 1, 2, 3, I like them all. Now, what would a real modeling paste look like? Let me show you. I would say its consistency is less dense than my own mixture that I did in the beginning, the yellow one, but it's still good. And now I'm going to apply some blue acrylic paint on this white paste with my sponge. Not bad. I think I liked it. I think you can create some ocean waves with these. It would look beautiful. Now, I want to do more. I want to explore more with this modeling paste. I applied the first layer, and with my palette knife, Now I'm going to give some square shapes. Looks good. I like this. And it was easy. Now, with my palette knife, while the paint and the paste is still wet, I can still shape it. I can still blend them smoothly. Look, looks wonderful. Now I want to use my bubbles and I'm going to press it on my wet paint. Not bad. It's not perfect, but I like that. Now I'm going to paint my bubbles and I'm going to press it down again and see what happens. Press it gently, but press it hard. Beautiful. I like this. Now, let's look closely. You can see the structure there. You can see all the patterns, I think, much easily when I made it closer. And this one too, look. Looks great. Now, what else I can do? I'm just experimenting here, guys. No judgment, okay? Let's use this scraper. Are we ready? I'm just gonna make a half, even quarter circle. Ta-da! Nice. It was easy, actually. It wasn't that bad. Look, I could even dip it into another color maybe and do it. Now it's time for my lid. I'm gonna paint around this lid. Which color? Red, because why not? Trying to put as much paint as possible. I'm just going to press it and turn it a little bit too to make sure that it has all the pigment down and lift it up. I think if I could go to beginning, I think I would just choose another color, but you know, it is what it is. We are experimenting. This is not a $1 million art piece anyway. By using this small palette knife, you can actually create some flower petals, just like this. Or I have another idea. If you lose one of your pair of earrings, you can stick to acrylic paste anything you want, actually. It can be beads, it can be a piece of photograph or anything you want, because they are very sticky and when they dry, they solidify. And now I'm trying to add some blue color there, and if I use my fine tooth scraper, let's see what happens. Does it mix the color? Yeah, it does. If you don't have a scraper, you can try using a comb. I think it will also work. Yeah, as you can see, we have 3 different kinds of texture there, and they look amazing. And with blue, I created some structures with the bubble and the sponge. Right in the middle, I have one earring. Yeah, I know, it's an interesting piece. Let's go back to my first piece that I was working on, and I'm going to add some gold and white color here. And I'm going to paint it with up and down motions of my brush. This was the fun part, guys. By the way, this gold color loses its goldness when it's mixed with white, but anyway, it was still a really nice rose gold color. Now, while my paint is still wet, I want to try this. I always wanted to try this to see if the ink would come off and would stick to my canvas, but hey, it didn't work. I don't want to raise your expectations right now. It didn't work, but it still created some nice pattern there. But no, it didn't work. The print was not there. I think I need to use some sort of glue or something. Well, I'll figure it out and show it to you in my next videos. So now I want to mix this paste with gold color again, because I want to show you one more thing with aluminum foil. And I'm mixing it, I'm applying it here, and after I'm done with it, I used all the paste. I'm gonna get a piece of aluminum foil. I'm going to shape it. I'm not gonna make it a ball per se, because I want them to have these folds so it can give some structure, some texture to my paste. Now when it's ready, I'm going to gently press it so that it takes the shape of the aluminum foil, and then I'm going to remove it gently again. Ta-ta! Looks nice. But it removed some paint here, so I'm fixing it. Time for normal sponge that we have. I want to see how this sponge would work with just paint, just acrylic paint. Now, as the final step, I want to add some paste with this scraper here. it creates an even nice layer of the paste. And now I'm gonna go over that with this fine tooth scraper. Not once, not twice, but multiple times. Beautiful, it looked beautiful. But I went a little bit too much further than I thought I would. In order to fix that, you can again go back with your sponge and paint it over. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, guys. We are exploring acrylic and texture together. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. If you're a beginner in acrylic, I'm also adding a very helpful tutorial on the right. I'll see you there. Bye.